a warm welcome once again. To my person, my name is Marisa Dütsch. I've been working for Horizon since 14 years. I'm a passionate bookbinder, so I love books, and I love what I do in the end. So to give you a first impression of where we are at the moment, in the middle, in the center of a showroom, I think you came here a little bit earlier. You can see a lot of systems which weren't running until now, so we are now starting our highlight tour. To give you an idea, we are in our showroom. So our showroom is divided in our certain areas, which we are presenting our systems. So this is collating and stitching. We have binding and cutting, which is located in the left-hand area. And we have, of course, a very important product of ours, which is folding and creasing. And die cutting, as well as laminating. We also would like to introduce our new, or let's say upgradable versions of IceLink. So behind you, there's our, let's say, workflow zone, where we present a workflow solution together with Impress, where we, let's say, simulate a workflow from a PDF up to and sending a JDF to our upstream device, which is our smart stacker. So the IceLink was available in the IoT basic version, so which allows you to monitor the status of the machine, do KPI analysis starting from the bottom. And preventative maintenance was also a very important part about IoT basic. With the upgradable second version, which is automation, we can provide a JDF and JMF workflow, as well as a web API communication to upstream devices. With the enterprise, you can create jobs, edit jobs, delete jobs, or schedule jobs on your system. If you would like to know more, of course, of IceLink, please head over to our software island, and we have some specialists then presenting the system. Then we have some smart, let's say, finishing solutions in our showroom as well. So you can see, or you saw when you came in, which was our smart stacker, which is a B2, let's say, machine which cuts, collects, and stacks sheets. So a basic application for this is, of course, calendars, photo books, or greeting cards. And all this processed in B2 digital sequentially printed sheets. Yeah, but our smart finishing solutions is, of course, as well our smart binding system, where we have a combination of our smart folder as well. So this is a, let's say, machine where you can create variable books in thickness, but also in format and size. And then we have our smart stitching zone, where we present our Stitchliner Mark V, which is a booklet maker. So we're coming from the web, and we're feeding the sheets directly into our newly designed Stitchliner Mark V. So I will go to the machine. You can follow me if you want. What we have here is a Hankala unwinder and cutter. So we cut the web into single sheets and feed them into our Stitchliner Mark V. Just give it a second until the machine starts running. So sheet by sheet is fed into our Stitchliner. Each sheet is single, let's say, crease, so we can really ensure a high quality booklet. Then the sheets are, are transported in our unique transport system, where we create an overlapping of each sheet. So this allows us to create a high, let's say, speed as well as quality. Over here, the brochures are being separated individually. So what we're doing here is we're running applications out of 3 with different page count. So it's a 12-page, 24-page, or 16-page brochure. Then after the booklet is stitched, we feed it directly into our trimmer, where we trim it on 3 sides. In this configuration here, we also have our PSX stacker, where we create stacks out of the booklet. Then we have a banding in the back, and also a collaborative robot, which is supporting us to pack the brochures on the delivery. The Stitchliner Mark V can also be equipped with a cover feeder. So over here we have a cover feeder where you can insert cover on the top or let's say pages individually inside the booklet. So also it's possible that on the cover feeder you can feed 6-page covers. So for that, I don't know if you can see it, but the bin is, let's say, separated into 2 levels. So this allows us a really smooth and flat layer of the covers, so we have a really accurate feeding. The cover feeder can also be used as a digital feeding. So that means if you have sequentially printed sheets, you can also load them on the cover feeder and produce brochures. Danke. So with this robot solution, we would like to give you an idea of how these robots can support us in production. So when the box is full, I think that's the last package, no? Is it? No? One more? It's not full yet. So he's the operator, so all he has to do is basically, see that the machine is running, that the boxes are put on pallet, for instance. So a very smart solution. So the developments on this Stitchliner Mark V, as I said, of course, before, is the web-based printing digital inkjet technology. And then we make it over to our next system, which is our case binding system or case preparation binding system. So you just simply follow me. So here we also have a unwinder, a cutter, and a stacking device from our partner TechNow. So what we created here, because we wanted to show a total inline solution, is that we're creating stacks. So this is a 2-up application where 2 books are being delivered from the stacker towards our ESF N-sheet feeder. Excuse me. So then we also have a robot which is then taking the books and loading the books. It's a very simple task for the robot, but I don't have to do anything as an operator. So all I do is I run around the machine and look if everything is okay. So then book by book is being fed on a conveyor. It's going through our newly N-sheet feeder, HD 1000, ESF 1000. Then the books are leaving the N-sheet feeder and are being transported to our LBF 500, which is our loose sheet book block feeder, and our perfect binder BQ 500. So what we do is we transport the book, we stop the book, we measure the thickness, we set up the binder, and there goes the binding. So the N-sheet feeder, the LBF, or the book block feeder, the LBF 500, is capable to run cut sheets, folded signatures, or suit book blocks as well. So the books are being jogged in 2 stations. So at the moment we're running about 500 books per hour, and you can see how the books are being jogged in the LBF and then fed into the binder. Then after the books are bound, they're leaving the binder, they're being stacked in up to 2 books, and then are cooled to our 3-side trimmer, the HP 300. So with this system, we're able to run soft cover as well as book blocks for the hardcover production. So we can add a N-sheet and of course a gaze on the book block. So we have stopped the production now because I really would like to show you another solution in that system, which is our palletizing robot, which we have developed together with Marisa Automation. Basically, it's their product. Very clever guys with a, let's say, good solution. We trim the books on 3 sides And then the robot picks up or recognizes the book stack, recognizes the book, and puts it on the pallet automatically. So you can see 2 pallets at the robot. So that means if that pallet is, of course, full, the robot automatically starts to load on the second pallet. I mean, I was a little bit explaining the system, but just to give you an impression, I was the only operator on the system. So I have collaborating robots which are supporting my work, and all I have to do, because of that automated workflow, is to secure that there's enough glue or covers at the machine. So this is what we say it's a smart finishing product. In our showroom, you can see at least 20 systems ready to demonstrate. So in a highlight tour, of course, we will not be able to show all the machines. But we have a new rotary die cutter, our RDN 4055, with a card stacker, which is in the right corner. And our new B2 folder, the AF566 FKT. So feel free to ask all of my colleagues and specialists to give you a good presentation. If you have any questions regarding this system, I'm here to support you and to answer all your questions. Thank you.